NASA's Artemis II mission is a historic step toward humanity's return to the moon after more than 5 decades. This mission is part of NASA's Artemis program, which aims to establish a long-term human presence on the lunar surface. Artemis II will be the first crewed mission of the program, paving the way for future moon landings and deep space exploration. 4 astronauts will embark on a 10-day journey around the moon, testing critical systems and preparing for upcoming lunar missions. This mission follows the success of Artemis I, which completed an uncrewed test flight around the moon in late 2022. The crew of Artemis II consists of Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, mission specialist Christina Koch, and Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen. This marks the first time a woman and a person of color will travel beyond low Earth orbit, making history in space exploration. The mission will launch aboard NASA's powerful Space Launch System, SLS rocket, the most advanced deep space rocket ever built. At liftoff, the SLS rocket will generate 8.8 million pounds of thrust, sending the crew into orbit aboard the Orion spacecraft. The crew will conduct 2 orbits around Earth before performing a translunar injection burn to set them on course for the moon. Once on their lunar trajectory, Orion will travel 230,000 miles from Earth, venturing farther than any human has traveled since Apollo. Unlike Artemis I, this mission will include real-time crew operations, allowing astronauts to manually test Orion's navigation and control systems. One of the primary objectives of Artemis II is to validate Orion's life support systems, ensuring they function correctly for long-duration missions. The mission will serve as a crucial stepping stone for Artemis III, which will aim to land humans on the moon's surface. NASA is preparing for future moon missions by testing advanced communication, radiation protection, and deep space survival technologies. The Artemis program is not just about returning to the moon, it's about preparing for humanity's eventual journey to Mars. Scientists believe that lunar exploration will provide key insights into space travel and planetary colonization. NASA plans to use the moon as a testing ground for new space technologies, including sustainable habitats and in situ resource utilization. The Artemis program will also feature the Lunar Gateway, a planned space station orbiting the moon to support long-term missions. International partners, including the European Space Agency, Canada, and Japan, are contributing to Artemis missions with advanced space technologies. Canada's contribution includes the robotic arm Canadarm3, which will assist in assembling and maintaining the Lunar Gateway. The Artemis II mission will also help determine how astronauts handle extended deep space travel before making long-term stays on the moon. During the mission, the crew will experience microgravity for 10 days, testing their ability to perform complex tasks in space. One of the biggest challenges for deep space missions is ensuring that life support systems can sustain human crews for long periods. Orion's environmental control and life support system will be monitored closely to confirm its ability to regulate temperature, oxygen, and carbon dioxide levels. Unlike the Apollo program, Artemis will focus on lunar sustainability by using advanced technologies for resource extraction and energy production. NASA's ultimate goal is to establish a permanent lunar base where astronauts can conduct research and test systems for Mars missions. By 2028, NASA aims to deploy Artemis Base Camp, a lunar outpost that will support human presence on the moon for extended periods. Before a sustainable lunar presence is possible, NASA must test the feasibility of deep space habitation and fuel production on the moon. Artemis II will help answer critical questions about space radiation exposure, psychological endurance, and long-duration space travel challenges. The mission's success will also shape future collaborations with private companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Lockheed Martin. SpaceX's Starship will play a key role in Artemis III, transporting astronauts from lunar orbit to the Moon's surface. Artemis missions will test new spacesuits designed for mobility, durability, and improved environmental protection. NASA is also developing new lunar rovers to assist astronauts in exploring the Moon's harsh terrain. Unlike the Apollo missions, Artemis will focus on exploring the Moon's south pole, where water ice has been detected. The discovery of water on the Moon is crucial for future space missions, as it could be used to produce fuel and sustain life. The Artemis program represents a new era of space exploration, uniting nations and private industries in humanity's quest beyond Earth. With each mission, scientists gain new insights into how humans can survive in deep space and thrive beyond our home planet. NASA's long-term vision includes sending astronauts to Mars in the 2030s, using lessons learned from Artemis missions. The Artemis II crew will test critical procedures, including manual docking operations, emergency protocols, and deep space navigation. Orion will travel past the Moon, reaching a maximum distance of 4,600 miles beyond the far side before returning to Earth. The mission will provide breathtaking views of Earth and the Moon, reminiscent of the iconic Apollo 8 Earthrise photo. NASA has worked extensively to ensure that Artemis II is the safest deep space mission ever attempted by humans. Astronauts will wear the next-generation Orion Crew Survival System suits, engineered for extreme space conditions. The crew's diet and exercise regimen have been carefully planned to maintain their health in microgravity. Scientists will analyze how deep space radiation affects astronauts during extended missions beyond Earth's protective magnetosphere. Unlike low Earth orbit missions, deep space travel exposes astronauts to higher levels of cosmic radiation. One of the biggest challenges of Artemis II is testing Orion's heat shield, which must withstand temperatures of 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit during re-entry. After completing its journey, Orion will splash down in the Pacific Ocean, where recovery teams will retrieve the spacecraft and crew. Every phase of the Artemis II mission will bring NASA one step closer to achieving the goal of lunar colonization. Public excitement surrounding Artemis is growing, as this mission represents a major milestone in space exploration history. Many compare Artemis to the Apollo era, but this time NASA is planning for a long-term human presence beyond Earth. The Artemis program is inspiring the next generation of scientists, engineers, and space enthusiasts. Future missions will explore lunar caves, test 3D-printed habitats, and experiment with growing food on the Moon. The success of Artemis II will shape the future of human spaceflight for decades to come. NASA's bold vision of a sustained human presence on the Moon is becoming a reality with each step forward. Artemis III is not just about reaching the Moon, it's about preparing for the next frontier, Mars and beyond. The journey back to the Moon will redefine what is possible for humanity in space exploration. For the first time in modern history, humans will venture deeper into space, unlocking new scientific discoveries. This mission symbolizes our relentless curiosity and the unbreakable human spirit of exploration. As we look toward the Moon once again, Artemis II stands as a testament to our commitment to exploring the final frontier. NASA's Artemis program is proving that space travel is not just a dream, but an inevitable part of our future. One day, the lessons learned from Artemis will help us establish human colonies on other planets. Until then, humanity takes its first steps back toward the Moon, ready for the adventure that lies ahead.